What's cracking, everyone? Korbin, the Wasatch Gear Review. It is Friday afternoon and I decided to do a solo trip on Notch Mountain Trail up here in the High Uintas. We're gonna go to a few different lakes, hopefully, if I make it that far. It's quite beautiful so far. It's pretty warm for the High Uintas. It's like 78. Hoping it starts cooling off pretty quick here. It's probably right around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just started on the trail. And I'll give you guys some of the views already. Freaking amazing. So far, guys, it's been all downhill, and that's what it looks like from the map, looking at the topo. Looks like it's down to these first lakes, Clegg, I think it's Clegg Lake, and then Notch Lake. I think it's about 400 feet descent down into this basin. Just coming around Bald Mountain right now. It's right up here. That's Bald Mountain, and there's the tip of it. So I'm just kind of coming down past these boulder fields. It's a nice trail though. I won't complain about that at all. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Yep, so just cruising down on this way. Missed Dean Lake. I guess it's not right off the trail, and I was just cruising along hiking. So maybe we'll try to see Dean on the way back. But there's another lake coming up shortly, so. Knee aware, check. Flawed, probably overkill. 15-degree bag, check. Pillow, check. The REI quarter dome 1-person tent, set up and ready to rock and roll. Sleeping system, good to go. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm gonna need the bug net at all this trip. Hopefully I'm not jinxing myself, but I think it's time for a cup of coffee. Well, everyone, cheers. Salute. To a fine cup of coffee in a fine forest. Can't beat this. Life is way too good. Yeah, life is just way too good for me. I love it. So I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to spend one night, Friday night, or 2 nights, Friday night, Saturday night. I'm really wanting to explore this area, so we'll just have to see what happens. Tomorrow I want to try to get up to Lavina Lake. It sits right in the notch itself. And you have to go past a couple other lakes to get to it. So the next lake, which I think we're going to go see tonight, is Bench Lake. And then there's probably a good couple-mile hike to Seymour Meadow Lake, which is a huge lake. And then coming up into the notch, you've got Ibantik, or Ibantik Lake. And then right in the actual notch mountain is Lavina Lake. So I'd really like to see those 3 or 4 lakes tomorrow. So we'll just have to see how it goes, guys. Well, guys, here we go. Heading off to Bench Lake. No backpack, no water, no nada. It's not very far, so I think we'll be all right. Well, I gotta say, everyone, I think I screwed the pooch. I set up camp at Notch Lake, and I shouldn't have. I'm now at Bench Lake, And there is no one here. Look at this place. It's unbelievable. And there's absolutely no one at this lake. I'd have it to myself, no one camping here. And there's, looks like down this way, there's some good campsites. Oh, man, I should have hiked just a little bit farther. It's like a half mile further. So gorgeous. Okay. Well, that was a beautiful little mile hike or so over to, what was it, Ledge Lake or Bench Lake? Bench Lake. But it's time to get out of these socks and put on some Crocs, if you know what I mean. fire, there's plenty around. I mean, it's everywhere, so it's not going to be an issue. It's finally starting to cool off. Man, it was warm up here today, so finally starting to cool off. Sun's behind the notch, and it's going to be a beautiful evening, man. Excited everyone could come along, be a part of it. I made myself another cup of coffee. Cheers, everyone.
Oh, misty eye of the mountain below, keep careful watch of my brother's souls. And should the sky be filled with fire and smoke, keep watching over during storms. If this is to end in fire, then we should all burn together. Watch the flames climb high into the night, calling out, Father, hold, stand by and we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside. And if we should die tonight, we should all die together. Raise a glass of wine for the last time, calling out, Father.
So here we are, back at Bench Lake, where I should have spent the night. There's only one other person here. But from here on out, the trail will be new.
Comes upon the sky. Now I see fire inside the mountains. I see fire burning the trees, and I see fire I see fire, blood in the breeze, and I hope that you remember me. I will cover my eyes, for if the dark returns, then my brothers will die. And as the sky's falling down, it crashed into this lonely town. And with that shadow on the ground, I hear my people screaming out. And I see fire inside the mountains. I see fire burning the trees. And I see fire following souls. And I see fire burning on the mountainside.
Holy moly, guys. You would not believe the beauty of this place. This is unbelievable. Wow. There's these dead trees just in the water. Looks like they got struck by lightning. Dead debris around. It's awesome. So guys, I just kicked it here at Meadow Lake for a while. Very relaxing, very quiet, and not very many people. Everyone's being really super quiet. It's very nice. I'll tell you what, guys, there's nothing like these raspberry patches high up in the Uintas. Fresh and yummy. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I pushed on to this next lake. I can't remember the name, I'll have to look on the map. Incubin or something like that, I can't remember. This looks like a high alpine cirque, which of course it is. We're probably back up at 10,000 feet or so, I'll have to look. But oh my gosh, we're gonna go check out this lake. So I just packed up and left Ibantik Lake. Man, what a beautiful lake, guys. Holy moly. Unbelievable. Very high alpine-y. Let's see, I told you I was going to tell you what it sat at. 10,000 feet, 10,080. Where I'm camped actually is higher. It's 10,200. Where base camp is at Notch Lake. So anyways, headed back. It's probably going to be about a 4-mile hike back. Well, break number 2. You know, you're just in like Wonderland while you're hiking out to Meadow Lake. It's mostly downhill, and you know, I noticed obviously that I was descending a lot, but you're just so happy and, you know, carefree, and life's so good, and look how beautiful. And then you start coming back, and you have to push all of this altitude and ascent, and it's rough. These mountains are rough, there's no doubt about it. So right when I got everything packed up, the rain came in. So the camera's covered in the backpack cover here, so it don't get wet. And since I'm hiking out, I don't care if the backpack gets wet. My drone's in there, and it's in a waterproof sack too, so should be good. Just hiking out in the rain. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's cold. I can't speak. It's cooled right down and very nice. So I like hiking in the rain. It doesn't bother me at all. So just enjoying it. Heading out. Of course, coming out is all uphill. Not too bad though. Not as bad as coming back from Meadow. That's a killer. But it's definitely a slow grade uphill. But it's not killing me. It's really gorgeous. Everything's wet now. You know how when the forest gets wet, it just starts smelling so good? I mean, it's permeating the air. It's awesome. Well, here we go with some of the steep uphill. I'm glad it's not like this the whole way. I was really struggling with whether I wanted to spend another night or not. I don't know why. I just didn't feel like it. I've got quite a bit of editing to do. I've got this video now, and then I've got me and Melody's off trail in the High Uintas multi-night adventure, a multi-day adventure. So I'm gonna get home probably about 9:30 tonight. I'm assuming. We'll see. And be able to get some sleep, get some editing done tomorrow. Oh man, this is steep.